Meeting is being recorded.
Hello and welcome. We are Team 3 and we are talking about Unit 1, the overview of the 2019 to 2020 Horizon Report. My name is Ruth Mara Mateo. I work in Houston ISD.
Hello, I'm Rachel Menifee and I work in Alief ISD.
Hi everyone, my name is Manuel Rojas and I work for Galena Park ISD.
And I'm Caitlin Sanders and I work in Clear Creek ISD.
Let's look at our first question. It says, how do the Horizon reports benefit the educators?
In my opinion, I believe that the Horizon reports benefit us educators by keeping us up to date with the key trends and the new technology that are creating our new norm in the field of education. Especially now, we knew that technology was important, but we didn't know up to what extent. The pandemic pretty much opened up our eyes to realize that we live in a technological world. We went from paper and pencil to virtual classrooms, emojis, online forms, online testing, and the list could go on.
And you're absolutely right. We went from paper and pencil. That was the mindset, right, that we had for STAR. Now we went to online. Last year was the first year. Now Telepath almost 100% online, and even SATs are getting ready to be online as well. So it has definitely taken a mind shift change for us as educators.
So that all of this directly connects to our ISTE standard of 2.1. We as educators are learners. We are constantly learning. Our job is never the same. We have so much technology just around us that we've had to learn specifically over the last 2 years, like both of you guys have mentioned. But we have to stay current with our research. We have to look at the data that's provided in these Horizon reports because our student learning outcomes are changing. What our students need to know to be successful in life is changing. And these are just a great way as educators to continue learning to professionally develop ourselves and through these reports.
And I agree with that.
Also, the Horizon reports are a good source as they describe the challenges that correlate with technology and the education system, like the lack of funding, which is connected to question number 2.
So question number 2 is, how do the Horizon reports benefit the students? And so this is where we look at that achievement gap of the cost of college and the materials, and how is that really affecting our students? And so while we were looking at these reports, one of the things I did notice were the graphs were very helpful to truly visualize what that gap looks like.
Yes, and we look at the 2019 report, and the report gives a solution to the achievement gap. The report explains that if, for example, UNESCO or any organizations can provide more high-speed internet networks, hardware for the students, that this gap is going to decrease. If the students receive free resources like the open educational resources, that means free textbook, free materials, everything that the student needs on an online setting, that is going to increase the student achievement. And this is going to help the student be successful in their educational career.
Yeah, so all of this that Romara was talking about here directly connects to our next ISD standard, which is the 1.7, where we're talking about being a global collaborator. Here, our students, there's so many different local and global issues right now. And she mentioned one of them, which is the OER, where there are these movements going on, and we want students to have access at all times to the tools they need to be successful. So having open access to textbooks, having a collaborative space where these students can continue working through this new technological world. And so we definitely see these reports connecting specifically to 1.7D with this local and global issue where we're trying to close those achievement gaps.
I 100% agree with you. And I think that collaboration piece has been a big eye-opener for us throughout the last couple of years, because we're all having to learn from one another. And these reports have really given us that benefit as well.
Yes, just as final thoughts, I believe that the Horizon reports are giving us hope for the things that need to be fixed in the education field.
Thank you so much for our time today. I really appreciate it. Y'all have a great afternoon.